Hi, thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm Ghost Prime. We're going to look at Generation 1 Grapple in this video. Now, he's kind of has an interesting history because there's a rumor that this toy was removed from the lineup of Generation 1 cars in 1984. It was a Diaclone figure, but this actually didn't release until 1985. He kind of appeared in the first episode of Transformers and was never seen after that until season 2. There was an extra, I believe an extra Mirage, if I'm not mistaken, put into the assortment of cars during the very first wave of Transformers toys. And it sort of shows that there might have been one missing, which is speculated to be him, since he was actually in the first episode. That character has been retconned into Hauler or Road Hauler, the green version of it. This guy was always one of my very favorite Transformers, him and Inferno. I just really love the design of them. It does transform into a Mitsubishi Fuso, I believe that's how you say it, truck. It's an actual vehicle in Japan. And I'm just going to keep this review super short, kind of as quick as possible. So please like and subscribe and all that. Without any further ado, let's get to the review. So here's the vehicle mode, and here he is via a picture I found on the internet of him in the box, and here's the instructions. Now he does come with some accessories, one of which I am missing. He has his blaster here, and he has two fists. I am missing the other one. Now the difference between this one and the Generation 2 ones is the Generation 2 ones weren't firing, so they didn't have that little divot in the end. And he came with 3 missiles. I have the other 2. They're just put away in my missile drawer. But those don't have anywhere to store on him in vehicle mode. However, this vehicle mode is very cool. He has rubber tires. He's done up on all this orange. You can see some sticker detail and the chrome grille. Really, really, really neat. I like the way he looks. I've always liked the way both him and Inferno look. They're some of my favorites from G1. Really cool. I mean, it can't do anything. These don't come out, but it does have a cool feature of the crane lifts up. It does have this piece here, but if you extend it more, it kind of breaks the illusion. But this extends, this could move. So it's really kind of neat that it has that option, you know, like any real good toy should have. He does have a rub symbol right there, and I think this one works. I'm just chilly in my room here. It does work. Get those back on there. One little cool thing, a little extra. So I did get this on eBay some many years ago, and when I got it, it had a driver. So it does have a Diaclone Pilot driver, but this head has Jar Jar Binks as his driver, and that's just sort of how it came. I just kind of left him in there, as you really don't need to open this for transformation or anything. But so he does have a little, detailed cockpit in there. Those were for Diaclone drivers because he was originally a Diaclone toy. So let's get into some quick comparisons. First off, there he is with Optimus Prime. There he is with Downshift. And there he is with a modern Transformer in red Suntrigger. Transformation on him is super, super, super simple. Just here he is in robot mode, and he's a little bit more slender than he was in the cartoon. A couple collector notes on him. Be careful of loose joints. Stickers are always messed up on this guy. These don't like to stay in super well. Always shoots off. For some reason it's doing it more now than it has in the past, but you can see his arm is really loose. These are just certain things you could, really you're going to get with this guy. He's not too expensive on the secondary market, but these are things that you need to watch out for when you're buying one of these on the secondary market, especially on eBay, because you won't always know the looseness of it. Head sculpt wise, always one of my absolute favorite head sculpts between him and Inferno. There's something about this head sculpt that I just dig. I think it's really, really very cool. There's the same detail that comes up in the truck mode, but then you got the sticker detail, the legs, the kneecaps, some of the stickers. You can see my sticker's a little knackered there. Missing one on the shin, as well as curling on the toes. But it's just one of those things. It's an old figure. This is 1985. They did have reissues. The reissue does have a retooled head. I sold mine, unfortunately, so I cannot show you a comparison between that. But that also does not have the firing missiles. So here's how this missile fired. Not very far, but they were neutered for the US release. A Japanese release of these do have much, much stronger missiles or springs in them, so they fly much, much further. And there's how he stands up to Generation 1 Optimus Prime. And here he is with the eHobby Road Hauler repaint of him. And now on to final thoughts. So this one is an obvious recommend for me if you collect Generation 1. I think it belongs in a Generation 1 collection. If you're not into collecting vintage ones, because you're worried about the different stickers and the looseness and all that, well, there was a commemorative reissue of him done in 2001. Still a little old at this point, but you can find him in better condition. And there's a knockoff version if you want to go that route. But you could find the vintage one fairly cheap if you just look around. They're not too expensive. Anyway, I appreciate you watching this video. Let me know what you think of him in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next review.